Bambi Francisco for Vader TV, the network for innovators, and I'm speaking with Guy Kawasaki. He's an investor, an entrepreneur, internet celebrity, and in this interview we're going to talk about how do you become famous online. So who better to talk to us about that than Guy Kawasaki, who has 21,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
How did you do that, first of all?
Well, you know, people can give you a lot of advice about stuff, but I'll tell you, it took me, if you start the clock in 1983, it took me 25 years to get to this point, right? So people say, well, you joined Twitter and in less than 9 months you had 21,000 followers, and how could you do that? It's only 9 months. They don't understand that the 9 months was preceded by 25 years.
Sure.
So that's, well, lesson number one. I mean,
it takes time to build up this reputation. But let me ask you something, because you follow 18,000 people. So.
Yes.
And as
Why
I
do
look at your, well, I think of it as, how the link love, you link to other people, so they link back
Robert
to you.
Robert Scoble told me, if somebody follows you, you follow them.
You follow back. So I mean, that's the thing, right? You have to, is it follow love these days? I mean, you need to reciprocate that love.
Reciprocation is one thing for sure. Scoble told me, when someone follows you, you follow them.
Okay.
But believe me, trying to follow manually 21,000 people is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So I found a buddy of mine named Jesse Stay who created a website called Social2, T-O-O.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a script there that if you put in your name, your Twitter name, and your Twitter password, it will generate a script that when somebody follows you, you follow them automatically. That's how I do it.
Okay.
But we're getting off topic here.
All right. How do you become famous online?
Well,
okay. Besides the 25
like
years reputation.
Carnegie Hall, right? You practice.
Okay.
So that's number one. It took me 25 years to get famous.
Okay.
The second thing is that I think it's all about the product. That if you're worth following, you will be discovered. If you're just
what's the product? What is the Guy Kawasaki product?
The Guy Kawasaki product is, I hope, good advice about entrepreneurship and marketing, startup advice. It is also, when I find interesting links or pages or photographs or absurdities or whatever, I tweet them all the time. And so people have accused me of promoting Alltop too much on Twitter. So I consciously put in a lot of content that has nothing to do with Alltop, that are unique things that I happen to find in my role as the co-founder of Alltop. I stumble upon, no pun intended, a lot of good stuff. So the second piece of advice is have good content. Now I have a shortcut for you for having good content. If you really wanted to have an interesting Twitter reputation, you do it because you have interesting Twitter content. And the easiest way to get interesting Twitter content, believe it or not, I know you think that I'm full of it, but the easiest way is to use Alltop. So if you went to science.alltop or psychology.alltop or marketing.alltop, that's a way to scan 500 stories at once. You will find a story that says, the impact of Ritalin is negative on people with ADHD or whatever it is, some New England Journal of Medicine story or something, or the hurricane has washed up a Civil War boat that was lost for hundreds of years. All of that is at Alltop because we have all the news. So you take that, use Alltop as your news finder, and then you get the URL for that particular story, and you put it in your tweet, and now everybody thinks, my God, this person is so on top of science and psychology and marketing, I have to follow this person. It's another way to do it is to use StumbleUpon. StumbleUpon, I guarantee you will find you interesting sites. So if you use StumbleUpon and Alltop, you will be a fascinating person.
And
I don't
Twitter,
care how dull you are.
Every day, what do you need to do?
Well,
every day.
The third thing
StumbleUpon and Twitter and Alltop. Okay.
The third thing is answer your email.
Okay.
Now, some people view their role as, my role is to be a product manager, and by the way, it's a pain in the ass to answer me email. Or I'm a salesperson, I have to make sales calls, and by the way, I have to answer email. So email is this pain in the ass thing. I view it as email is core. It's my function. Entourage is my most important application. I have to answer email. Now, honestly, right now, this second, I have 600 to answer. Okay?
And you'll answer all of them. And you'll follow all 18,000, 19,000 people. That's it.
So I have to answer all my emails.
That's the price you pay
I
to be a
answer all my directs and all my replies at Twitter. So that's the cost.
That's the cost. It's tough being a celebrity.
I mean, put that way, yes. I mean, believe me, there are benefits, but it doesn't come without some responsibility and some effort. It really is not an effortless thing. Now, there are people who, they decide that they're going to be a personality, so they get themselves invited to parties and they wear short skirts and whatever. That too has worked. I don't know how long you can sustain that.
Okay.
Right.
Just two more questions. What are you investing in these days?
I am investing in things that are also usually consumer-facing. So this is things that I would use to blog, that I would use as an entrepreneur or a marketeer, those kinds of things. Our firm is also investing in things like clean tech. We're an investor in Mia Sole, which is great solar panel technology. We just had a great liquidity event last week, Left Hand Networks, which is a storage device. And what we're not investing in as Garage is life sciences and sort of enterprise software stuff.
In the market right now, even though it's kind of tumultuous out there, you're looking. You've got money.
Yeah, I know it's going to affect the venture capital community mentally because that's just the way people are. But if you think about it, it really doesn't matter what today's stock market is for someone who's investing in Series A.
And you're doing Series A, and how much are you investing?
Oh, between $250 and $500 on a $1 million to $2 million raise.
Okay.
And the mortgage crisis and today's stock market has absolutely no bearing on what's going to happen in 5, 6, 7 years when you will have a liquidity event, if you ever have a liquidity event.
Okay, so your Garage Technology Ventures is investing with other people.
Yes.
$250,000, $500,000, and you as an angel as well.
I very, very seldom do angel investments because
there's
a sort of inherent conflict of interest. Why did I invest in this? Why didn't I bring it to the firm?
Right.
So as a venture capitalist, you can hardly ever do that.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll contact you on Vader for Garage Technology Ventures. They're investing, which is good news for a lot of companies out there, I'm sure.
We are.
Guy, thank you so much for sharing with us how to be famous online. You need to follow that. Eventually I'll have 20.
What if everybody would listen to me and try it? Oh, my God.
Try.
I just made it harder to be famous.
I've been speaking with Guy Kawasaki, who will always be famous in my mind. I'm Bambi Francisco, and you've been watching Vader TV.